There is a shift from using MDMA or ecstasy pills to using crystals, such as this. And I suppose what is a public health challenge for the HSE at the moment is it's very difficult for us to communicate just how much MDMA may be in one of these bags. So products that we have looked at, crystals and powders, have ranged in potency, so they've been extremely potent, and each bag has contained different amounts. So one bag could be 10 plus the average adult dose or even higher. Similarly, what we're finding is bags of pink powder, which is now more commonly being used in nightlife settings, particularly amongst younger people, can have additional risks. So every batch of pink powder that we have looked at has been different. We've looked at data from other countries, which has also shown that pink powders contain multiple or different drugs. So again, from a public health perspective, it is very, very difficult for us to give accurate advice on what could be circulating at different times. What we do know about pink powders is they could contain a baseline of ketamine. So despite being sold as pink cocaine or 2C, they very rarely contain the drugs cocaine or 2CB. What they do contain is ketamine, bulking agents such as caffeine, paracetamol, benzocaine, which is an anesthetic as a bulking agent, and they could contain new psychoactive substances. So they could contain a stimulant, cathinone, or they could contain 2-fluoromethamphetamine, which is another new psychoactive stimulant. So with these drugs, there's extra risks because they could contain up to 5 different substances in one bag.